Who are you?
My name is Christopher Thompson. I also go by Limerick. And I'm 36 years old. And I've been homeless out here in Bakersfield since August 14, 2024. I've been doing documentaries on my own Facebook talking about the place out here because a lot of people are having it hard, you know, and a lot of people don't understand why people are homeless in the first place. So what I think is, I got this thing that I'm going to read really quick, if that's okay. So
yes, sir.
It says, this is something that I've been doing since I've been documenting everything I could for the last, I'd say 30, 40 days. So, dear viewers, today I find myself compelled to share my journey over the past few months. A path marked by challenges that I have tested my strength and resilience. Since August 14, 2024, I have been navigating the harsh realities of homelessness in Bakersfield. Each day has been a battle against uncertainty and loneliness, as I search for a safe place to lay my head and a sense of stability. The loss of my two children on October 30th, 2024 shattered my heart. There are no words to fully express the pain of being separated from them, a wound that time is yet to heal. Then on November 22nd, I faced another devastating blow when the love of my life left me for someone else. And she was under the influence of fentanyl, a drug that's really contaminating the streets out here. Let's see. With very few resources and the odds stacked against me, I fight and remain positive and hopeful for a brighter future. Each day is a reminder of my desire to rise above these struggles and rebuild my life. I share my story not just to highlight my struggles, but to connect with anyone who may be going through their own struggles. And it's important to reach out to support one another. Your encouragement and support mean the world to me as I continue this journey. Thank you for being with me in this difficult time. Together, I believe we can find strength in our stories and foster understanding and compassion in our community. Now, I wrote this a while back ago because it was very important. A lot of these people I believe that are out here homeless. They don't really have a choice, and they really don't want to be a burden on their family, or maybe their friends kicked them out, or maybe they don't know their rights, or you know, a lot of people don't know what to do, and a lot of people are doing drugs. A lot of people don't talk about this, but I've noticed that people get very angry when they're hungry. And I think a lot of these people, I've done a couple surveys, and they said that, yeah, man, we do drugs just so we don't eat, because food is hard to come by out here. So these people we got a lot more charities that are building up food and feeding the homeless lately, but it's still not enough. There's so many people out here in Bakersfield. I sit here and I walk around and try to give people compliments, and I look for resources through them, because what better way to find resources, you know, and communicate, because nobody's really there to help. They just look at you like you're dirty and stuff, but you got to find out the root of the issue. Now, most of these people don't want to share. They're angry and stuff, but I've been doing this for a long time. So 204 days I've been battling alone. I don't have friends at night. I'm usually the last one to go in at night. I don't know where everybody goes. Everybody's being intense, and it's really cold out here. My struggle has been hard. My girl I've been with for like 16 years, she ended up leaving me because of this drug that's been on the streets, and it's literally killing people. I have my own Facebook channel. You know, I go by Limerick, Follow the Feather. If you look me up, you'll see videos of my nights where I struggled, you know, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, and you know, it's real stuff, man. Please understand that that's what my life is, and it's really hard for us out here. I mean, there's not enough housing. You know, they're about to, I think they said something about taking away the benefits for the government too. What's that going to mean for everybody else? You know what I mean? You got to get a proper something going. Do you have any more questions for me?
Have you ever worked?
Yeah, before I was homeless, yeah, man, I have my own record label. I have my own LLC. I got a master's in marketing. You wouldn't believe I'd be out here with the smarts that I have. I major in Bitcoin. I do coding. I have my C++ in SJVC. I graduated that. The heartbreak, man, really took a toll on me, you know, because no matter how much money you got and no matter what it is, if you got something going on in your family, it could really cause a devastation. Now, I work just like everybody else, and I still work today. If I had an address today, I'd be stacked with money. Like, I was making $2,000 a month being self-employed. You know, like when COVID hit, a lot of people, you know, use that as an excuse to sit around. Man, I got to work, man. There's a lot more opportunities and a lot more hustles that you can just do on your phone that will get you off of these streets, that can make a living. It's just the housing aspect. I don't really know what to do with that. We're still working on that. I mean, I'm doing everything I can to help everybody out here in my community, you know, like, but I worked like everybody else, and I basically followed my girl down to the darkness, and she ended up leaving me. So like, I have to rebuild my own thing, and I'm almost, about March, I'll be getting my kids back and stuff. I'm doing really good. I'm clean, you know, like I'm making sure that I'm doing the right thing, but it's really hard, man. It's really discouraging, but anybody can do it. Anybody can get out of this. And the streets isn't as as easy as you think it is, and a lot of people are cold, and there's a lot of bad things. But Bakersfield, I've been a lot of places. I've been to Michigan, Indiana. I've been to Washington, Oregon. I've seen a lot of places. This is one of the worst places I've ever seen with homeless people. There's tons of people lining the streets down Baker Street out here, and then all the way down Jefferson Street, Martin Luther King. All the parks are loaded with people at night, so you don't even see kids there anymore. You know what I mean? It's a really sad thing, you know. Anything else you got for me?
Any steps that you're taking to get off the streets?
I'm just looking for resources and trying to collaborate with anybody else who knows things, because a lot of these people may have resources and they're just too afraid of rejection. So like I am working. I am over at. I finally got, after 204 days. I finally, you know, found some ways to get into the navigation center, and they're helping me get into the open door network, which will hopefully give me a house and get my kids back, and everything will be better, man. But it's been a really big eye opener, and I really feel for these people out here. And a lot of these people, you know, they need help. A lot of them ain't right in the mind, because, you know, like when you're doing drugs, I didn't think that it could affect somebody, but it affected my girl. Now it doesn't affect me as much, but it affected my girl enough for me to crash. And I couldn't save us or anything, you know. Oh, and MS-13. The reason why I don't have a home is because MS-13 came in, kicked in my door in at some time, and they gave me a lockout order. They kicked out everybody in my apartment complex. This was on the news, I think, a while back ago. But I did get kicked out by those people, and it was very violent. They were beating up people, 2 people jumping people at a time, and made sure that we couldn't go back, because people were squatting in that area. And I still stayed there for a long time in the back alley. I didn't have a tent every night. I don't have much. I have one backpack. It looks like this. I carry my water. I carry all my documents that I need, and I review everything, and I look for resources all day. And it's not really easy to get them. You know what I mean? And a lot of people, you know, they're a lot afraid of rejection, and a lot of people are mean about this stuff. But the steps that I'm taking is I'm just praying to God. I go to church. I go to church like 3 or 4 times a week. The way I get my meals is I go to the churches. We got St. Francis out here. We got St. Paul, St. Vincent Paul, and then you got Manna from Heaven, and you got so many places that are really helping us out there. They got a lot over there on Baker Street too. If you go up and down Baker, you can get food down there. You know, just have hope in life, and just look at. I don't really like to preach on God, because a lot of people are really, you know, antsy about religion, but, you know, give it to God, and God has been doing me really good. I've been counting my blessings, and I've been taken care of. I can still smile. I'm still remaining positive, because the negativity is just going to drag you down more, and it's not going to get you anywhere. So I've just been remaining positive, and things are changing for me. Now it's not going as fast as I wanted to, but I put that in God's hand, and God's been taking care of me. So that's how I feel about it.
Okay, and last question. Any life advice you would like to give to the viewers, maybe to your younger self?
Just find something to believe in. Like, find something to believe in, find something to fight for, and don't listen to everybody else around you downing you. Like, it's up to you to make the moves, and if you do it that way and you don't listen to everybody else downing you, you stay away from negativity. If you got people around you doing drugs, leave that situation. I guarantee you there's help out there, and they're not going to help you as long as you're in these groups and you're doing these drugs and stuff. But if you don't want to change, it's not going to change. You have to want to change, and I know that I want to change, and I want to get my kids back. I love my kids. I'm a superhero to them, and that's all that matters to me. So make sure that you're excluding yourself from anything that could cause you to relapse. Like, just try to get away from the drugs, because the drugs will drag you down. You don't need them. You don't need them. You know, you found if you find happiness and you find something to believe in, that's going to keep you. That's going to be your new drug. You don't need all that stuff that people are, and you have no idea. People are dying on these streets because of this stuff. You don't know what's going to happen. You could be smoking marijuana, and that still could be laced with this stuff, and people are dropping on the floor, and it's a really scary thing. It happened to me. I got my stuff laced, and I haven't touched the stuff since. You know what I mean? So I was very scared, but luckily God had my back, and I'm here today, and so I'm trying to make a difference. This gentleman right here who's filming this, like, he's doing a great thing, and I'm really proud that there's somebody out here doing that besides me. But because it's going to take a lot of us to do it, man. We have a voice, and you just got to stand up to that rejection, man. You just can't be afraid of rejection. And if you get rejected, so what? That's just another day being rejected. Find another outlet, because there's somebody out there to help you. The world is good. There's a lot of bad people in this world, but there's way more good people, and that's what I keep my eye on. And I have to remain positive. What else can I do, you know? So.
Alrighty, and do you consent for this video to be shared with on YouTube?
Absolutely.
Alrighty, thank you.
No problem. Thank you.